Welcome to GearCheckGames. This is part 36 of our commentary for Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. Last time we boarded the Excess Express on the way to Poshley Heights, and we solved the mystery of the, I believe he was the sticky, gooey assailant.
I'm sorry, the Excess Express just sounds like a YouTube poop thing. The Excess Express.
Yeah. So here we get the return of Dupless. Woo!
Let's take a quick pause here and focus on the fact that he said, "It's me, Dupless," to two people who have never seen him before in their lives.
He was talking to the audience, of course.
Also, now that Mario's kind of thwarted him, he's just kind of very free about giving out his name.
Yeah.
You'll remember this as the day you almost caught Captain Dupless.
That was a good reference. So yeah, here we are at Riverside Station, which, as I said in the last episode, is one of my favorite places in the game. Especially, like, once we get inside, like... I don't think... Oh, here's the line, by the way. Exactly as I suspected. Pennington. Genius.
I'd say he's got the brain of a bird. A bird
You might say
brain.
that. What I was gonna say about this area, like, I don't know what it is about just, like, desolate, like, abandoned, forgotten places in games that I find, like, really pleasant. Like, if it's not too, like, morbid. Like, just these, like, old, like, residential areas that haven't been, or... I guess it's not really residential, but you get the idea. Another good example was in MGS4. Sorry about the spoilers, but when you go back to Shadow Moses, and like you go back in the old like complex, like the old rooms from the first game, and it's all like frozen over. Like, I know it's filled with like killer robots and whatnot, but I don't know. I just always found something very like pleasant about that, like that underground like computer room, like where you fight. You go back to the area where you fight Gray Fox, right?
Yeah, it takes you a long time to find, though, that computer room.
Yeah. Some would say they're still looking.
That whole chapter was great.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I know not a lot of people agree with me, but that whole game was great.
I had a
Wait.
good time with it.
That was a game?
I liked MGS4.
I thought it was a movie.
Okay,
Oh,
cut.
look, I bet you're the first person who's ever made that joke on the internet.
Yep.
I feel
Just right off the old dome, very first.
I feel like you guys like MGS4 because we played it together, and like we actually had someone there to be like, "This is a good game. It's not just like haha funny movie game."
So-
that joke.
Alright, here's the thing, though. Like, the previous MGS games were pretty cutscene heavy, but MGS4 was like crazy amounts of cutscenes.
Cutscene Palooza.
That's
But,
technically
like,
the finale of the series.
But like,
If you
but a
don't
lot of
count
people don't
Rising.
realize that you can also skip the cutscenes. And
Well, yeah,
without
but then
any
you
of the
miss the
cutscenes,
story.
Well, yeah, but like on subsequent playthroughs, you can just skip the cutscenes. And I say
Oh
subsequent
yeah, I
playthroughs
forgot.
because
You're one of those
is a
people
really,
who play the games twice.
because that's a really like fun, pretty like deep game that's like good to play through multiple times.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of playtime over the relatively less. It's got admittedly less like content and like area or whatever that you go through compared to other MGS games. But I feel like it's also a lot deeper and like more fleshed out, so you can like play through them multiple times and get that.
Yeah,
extra,
the mechanics are
content out
very
of
like
it.
refined and robust in that game.
This is our requisite talk about Metal Gear for 10 minutes part of every series, but like the problem with MGS4, Sunny's terrible, horrible voice acting.
No, Sonny is
That's it.
precious cinnamon roll.
Her voice
cannot-
acting is so bad.
I mean, her acting is bad, but her voice is great.
Her acting isn't even bad.
It's Kojima we're talking here.
Also, so I kind of had a go at Dan a minute ago about how he plays games more than one time, because that's not something that I'm known for doing. But then I remembered that earlier today I started my 10th playthrough of Mega Man X, so...
Oh, Joe, can you do it?
We shall see.
Okay.
Oh, only took you 2 tries. Which is less times than it took you to jump up a stationary set of stairs once 10 episodes ago.
Well, hey. Moving on. If any of you have ever listened to like an unofficial like game rip soundtrack of this game, you might notice a couple of unused tracks. And you also might notice that there's no music for this area. It's speculated that one of those unused tracks was supposed to play over the interior areas of Riverside Station. And I'm really glad it doesn't, because it totally like destroys the atmosphere of this part.
Yeah, it's so weird, because it just goes, look, what do you talk, 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 where do you get it, what do you talk, you can talk, you can talk.
What
you
were
can
they
think it,
thinking? Yeah, it's, I don't know, it's just really like goofy sounding. It's like a goofy like factory kind of song. And it's just like, no, it's so much better with silence, because you just really feel like the desolation and like abandonment of this place.
The silence is really nice.
Yeah.
Joe, you can't jump on pokies, they'll spike you.
Not this plumber.
Look at all these pink bombs.
Yeah.
The pink bombs.
So these, they're basically just regular pokies, but they can poison you.
Do you think pink bombs are like velvety to touch, or like smooth?
I think they're smooth because they're bombs.
I imagine that they're regular bombs, but coated in Pepto-Bismol. So
But the better question is, why are the big pink ones not called boar bombs?
what?
Boar bomb?
Yeah, like boar bombs.
Oh, what?
Because like the
Like ore bombs?
like
Bomb
I
ore?
get it.
Is this some sort of Pikmin joke?
you guys just don't appreciate my genius comedy.
Yeah, I really don't. You're the least funny part.
Oh,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
God.
Also, I don't know why, but like blowing those little wanted posters off the door really like destroys the frame rate.
Well, it's because there's so many distinct items to render.
I guess.
But I mean,
All those
it
high
is
poly flat papers.
it is one of the only points in the game where they actually like use a polygonal transform. So they probably didn't like optimize for those scenarios.
It's just one little part. It's fine.
Because, like, polygonal transforms are so rare. They happen, like, once during, like, chapter transfers. Wait, do they even happen then? I guess, like...
What do you mean, like when it
Like-
does the little, like, Mario Batman transition?
Well, no, I was thinking that there was something else there, but there's not. It's, so, like, a polygonal transform is, like, when it takes the buffer that the billboard that the sprite is rendered on and gives it vertexes and then like moves those vertexes. So like when the paper is coming up off of the wall, and it like sort of
Wrong way.
like waves. So like, yeah, I don't know if that made sense.
it's vacation juice.
Yeah.
Don't let Isabel get her hands on those.
Yeah.
Yeah, heck with the train. Let's just have our vacation here in this
In the
abandoned
dumpster.
train station.
That sounds almost exactly like the plot to the Rugrats Go Wild.
Where they become dumpster babies.
Dumpster baby.
I was going to make the exact same joke, Joe.
Oh, that's great. Wait, how do you get out of this one?
You don't.
It's a maze.
Very careful.
You're here forever.
You have to use your supreme skills of navigation.
So, more importantly, why would anyone build this?
Is this Metroid Prime?
Looks
To
like
confuse people.
Looks like it's a drainage system or something. Actually, no. It's a garbage chute, but like really complex garbage chute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, why? I love the cut.
Hey, at least it doesn't lead to a trash compactor.
Is this Mario Spinball?
At least to that.
Also, I straight up got a first strike on that guy in the paper tube
Because you were.
That's fantastic.
Oh, boy.
So P up, D down is my favorite Konami code.
P up to down.
Now this is always weird to me. There's just like regular Goombas in here.
Yeah, they live
The
here.
vagrants.
They can't afford rent, Joe.
I guess not in
How
Rogue.
dare you disparage these Goombas for their life choices?
Hey, I guess we talked about vacationing in this abandoned train station, so I guess it's not too far of a cry from
Oh my God.
living there.
No, they're like Anthony Rapp's character from Rent. Like, their parents could very easily afford to, like, pay their rent and give them a place to stay, and also love them very much, but they want to be an artist.
So they're insufferable.
Yeah. Cute, though. Anyway, what is this? This puzzle is... What, you have to hit this one 3...
Hit the
7?
switch the number of times it says on the switch.
So confusing. How would you ever figure this one out?
It's awfully generous of you to refer to this as a puzzle.
Yeah. So such a mind-bending puzzle that.
And I still managed to screw up here.
Oh, I'm so
God.
ready.
Should I go the route of?
Nah.
All right.
None of
I
that.
won't.
Anyone who knows already knows.
Anyone who knows already, you know.
Yeah. Anyone who knows what we're talking about knew when I said it was a puzzle.
Nice shoes.
Ultra shoes.
To the boots. To the boots. 7.
It's me
yeah.
again, Margaret.
Did we ever talk about how Toadette just shows up with, like, no explanation?
She's in your mind.
I can't remember.
She's a figment of Mario's imagination.
She's a non-canon character, so she just shows up in Mario's imagination.
Yeah. You know what? By that logic, if they ever make another Paper Mario game in this style, I hope we get tutorials from Waluigi.
Yeah.
He just shows up with no explanation to teach Mario how to use his new hammer.
I'm sorry, Mario. I was at Camelot.
I want Waluigi in, like, high school coach getup. He's got, like, the track pants, the white t-shirt, and the clipboard.
Better yet, motivational speaker Matt Foley.
God, who is that motivational speaker that I was talking about earlier?
Oh,
like,
the Power Team.
Yeah, Power Team, like Jack Jacobs or something.
Get a buff, Waluigi!
Oh my God, he just comes in and rips a phone book in half and tells you not to do drugs.
Remember, honey syrup is for losers.
But Nitro Honey Syrup, that's a different story.
This is a different story altogether. That's a horse of a different color.
Ow.
Ah, I see.
There's another quote-unquote puzzle.
Yeah.
Boss.
Well, I guess it doesn't.
The
It doesn't
key.
teach you before this that like, you kind of have to figure that out by experimenting. That you can like knock stuff down from ledges.
It's one of those
by,
situations where they put you in a room with no exit, and there's like, well, I mean, I guess there is an exit, but like, there's only so many things you could do in that room.
Yeah.
So you kind of just like figure it out without much trouble.
Right.
God, Bobbery could just do so much damage.
I
He really
just realized what the battle music in this game sounds like a Bill Wirtz song.
Really? It sounds like the Super Mario Brothers theme
Oh,
to me.
I forgot
Well,
that they can
yeah,
use
but
the
no,
items.
like
Yeah.
just the way that it's remixed really reminds me of this this Bill Wirtz song. I can't remember what exactly it's called, but it goes like, "I just did a bad thing." Yeah.
So here's a question for you guys. That I'm sure we'll get sidetracked by and not fully explore, but here we go anyway. So
Beep,
this game only has one battle theme for like regular enemy encounters. Yeah, I had to use different music this time because I ran out of Bubble Lane to play.
Speaking of themes,
It sounds like... Is this from Animal Crossing?
no.
It's from Mario 3D World.
It has a very Animal Crossing vibe. Well, until that point where it sounded like Yoshi's Island or
You're just saying
whatever,
that
you
because
know.
it had whistling.
Do you like
Well,
jazz?
Pretty much. Well, no, it sounded like the riff from... Anyway, continue, Joe.
How'd that go?
What I was gonna say, this game only has one like enemy encounter theme, but it has unique music for like pretty much every like major boss.
Yeah, true.
As opposed to like something like Kingdom Hearts, where each area has its own unique enemy encounter theme, but like
Almost every boss has the same theme.
yeah, the bosses like share musical pieces. Like they don't all have the same theme, but there's like smaller pool of themes to choose from.
Oh, what the hell
Which
are
do you guys
those?
prefer?
Well, so what I will say, just in reference to Kingdom Hearts, is that if they had the same battle music for every single encounter, I think that I might have actually just like thrown up playing that game.
Yeah,
Because
if it was the same for every encounter, that'd
like,
get old real fast.
I love Kingdom Hearts. Like, it's one of my favorite franchises. I have bought consoles in the past exclusively so that I could play Kingdom Hearts games. But, like...
Yeah, like the PS2.
well, no.
And only the PS2.
That's the only reason
I
to
bought
buy
the
a PS2,
PSP.
right?
PS2 is the king of consoles, and I will not have its name defamed like this, even if we are talking about my favorite franchise. But, as I was saying, like, the battle music made me a little bit queasy with its, like, just how frequently you heard it. And if it was the same battle music in every single zone, I think I would have died. But to answer your question, after 2 minutes of telling stories about myself,
Shocking, really.
yeah, God, I don't know. Which one?
I'm disappointed that we don't hear the tutorial battle music outside of the tutorial battle.
I
Yeah,
do
good theme.
enjoy a distinct boss theme, but... Well, actually, no, I think what I prefer is that most run-of-the-mill bosses have one boss theme, and then the, like, oh crap bosses have, like, their own distinct boss theme, which is kind of what, like, the Final Fantasy franchise does in a lot of its installments. Well, there's, like, a generic boss theme, and then there's, like, oh, hey, Issa, hey, Issa, hey, Issa.
There's always a choral song. Are they just gonna leave this guy there?
He works here
What
at
the
this
hell?
abandoned station.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's gonna like jump on the train
Come on.
any
jump.
minute now. Any minute. Oh,
You missed
well.
your chance. See,
Well, I guess he's gonna find out what it's like to live in this the station.
He was dupless the whole time. That's how he got away.
Boy,
bing bong,
clever boy.
bing bing wahoo.
But yeah, as far as the music goes, I love all of the boss themes in this game. But on paper, I can see it being kind of inefficient because, like, you hear the normal enemy encounter theme more than like any other song. So it would make
Glorious
sense.
creature.
Whereas, you know, you only hear the boss themes when you're fighting the bosses. So if I were the composer, it would probably make more sense to write unique enemy encounter themes for each area and then have like shared boss themes. But like, I don't dislike the way this game did it. And, I don't know. It's just something I thought was worth.
Honestly, I don't know if
Ponder.
I don't know if either one is necessarily better or worse in my eyes. Like, because on the one hand, having unique boss themes makes sense because like boss encounters are really important, and having a unique theme makes it more special. And
Yeah, it
also,
makes it
like,
more memorable.
The battle theme that this game has for the default is really good, so I don't mind hearing it over and over. But on the
Yeah.
other hand, having unique battle themes would, like, obviously you hear the normal battle theme a lot more often, and on the one it would help kind of like what am I thinking of? It would help like if you're kind of frustrated by running into encounters and backtracking stuff, having like a new theme would help for like alleviating that. And also it would help to like kind of build excitement for starting a new chapter, because then you get to hear a new battle theme.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm of the mind that all music in every video game should be replaced by bum bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum.
Yes. And
Flower
he
Death Garden.
gargled
Lovely.
himself to death.
We'll see you next time on day 3 of the 3 days of excess.
Tune in next time when we figure out how he killed the Chandrian. See you next time.
I can't wait.